Look, we're not begging, all right?
Do you want me to count your change? Come on, turn out your pockets. Right, you cut it out, will you? Jacket, what's in there?
No, I haven't got anything.
What's this for then?
Stabbing coppers.
Right, you're nicked.
Oh, look,
Sarah, ask
what are we supposed to have done?
Don't make it any worse for yourself, mate.
Sarah,
You're on assault on a police officer as well.
No, what was that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Steve, I've got 2 IC1 males here. I'm arrested for begging. One carrying an offensive weapon. Can you send a van and assistance at the corner of Pope Road and Jasmine Street? Cheers. Come on.
You try and ring me, will you?
If I get a minute,
I meant after work.
I'll have to see what I'm going to do, all right?
No matter when, if you'll be with your friends. I just want to make sure you get a lift home.
You don't have to put yourself out. I can ring for a taxi.
What's the sense in phoning for a taxi when I can just...
Just leave it, will you? I can look after myself.
65 instances in public houses, 7 in off licences, 45 arrests in all.
Mr. Conway, we're talking about a small number of problem pubs in the district. Now, the Licensed Victuallers Association is concerned not to tar all our members with the same brush.
My researchers don't suggest that we are dealing with a few problem pubs. Problem pubs, as you put it, have ways of dealing with the troublemakers. They bar them, then they move on. This isn't something we can deal with on an individual basis.
Then isn't it about time the police did something about the Exclusion Act? With respect, this is a road we've been down many times before.
We are as concerned as you are to give the Act more teeth, but you're all aware of the limitations of our powers of arrest. And those limitations will continue until identification passes become the norm.
Well, that's a decade away.
Which is why we need to adopt a policy of cooperation. When a troublemaker is banned, they should be barred not just from one public house, but from all of them.
It's not as easy as that. Without photographs, without proper identification, without...
We're overstretched, which is why we've all got to take action on this problem. If you can't organise among yourselves, some of your members are going to find themselves being closed down. Because you can take it from me that the lagerlouts and hooligans are not going to run the streets in this area.
An ordinary table knife.
Well, not quite, sir. I mean, it was sharp.
Yeah, but the knife in question was accompanied by a fork and spoon.
Yes, sir, which he'd stolen
This
from
isn't a branch of the YMCA, Quinnan.
Sergeant Maitland is satisfied we can charge them on 3 counts, sir. Drunken disorderly, possession of an offensive...
Yeah, come in, Bob. Just temper the zeal, Quinnan. It's starting to show. Alec Peters.
Yeah, how's he bearing up?
Judge for yourself. He's due back for good today. Oh, restricted duties. He'll be in the CAD room.
It's nice to be kept informed.
So, I'll be releasing Marshall and putting her on the streets. Hopefully she'll exercise a restraining influence.
Yeah.
I know where it comes from, Bob. A firm line upstairs is good for morale, but when applied on the streets, it's a different story. Oh, by the way, can you look after Alec when he turns up?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thanks. It'll be good having him back with us.
Well, have a good day.
See you later.
I will try and ring, all right?
(643) from Sierra Oscar receiving.
643 receiving, Steve.
Yeah, we've had a complaint about a couple of kids due.
In the park behind Bishop's Road Industrial Estate. They said they were messing about, yelling abuse. You know the area. Could be a bit of an iffy one.
Tell her to shout. She needs some backup, eh, Steve?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that. How about if I check it out first, yeah?
I may one fit for punishment, Bob. Besides, I was going radio rental at home.
So you thought you'd come back here?
Yeah.
I thought it was your liver, not a brain injury.
It's the old falling off the bike advice I got.
Yeah, get straight back on.
Yeah.
But it is restricted duties, yeah?
Yeah.
So there's no change there then?
No, don't.
And listen, the Admiral wants to have a word with you and welcome you back on board.
All right, I'll pop in and see him then.
How about Angela? She taking all right?
Oh, you know, yeah.
But she was a diamond, was she?
Yeah.
And you're feeling all right in yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'll tell you what, Bob, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, especially not at my age. Do you know what they reckon? Another half an inch and that'd been that. I mean, it makes you think, doesn't
Hello, son.
it? Reg, all right?
Oh, not too bad, thanks. Mind you, I think I ought to be asking you that, don't you? Look, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I see you're on cane.
Yeah.
So am I.
Oh.
We'll have to have a natter. Better get in there then, hadn't I?
Listen, I'm going to be in and out, but try and catch me if you get a minute, OK?
Yeah, sure.
Right, what's going down in here then?
Alec.
All right.
Yours, I think.
Thank you, Kath.
Sierra Oscar from 643 receiving over.
Receiving due.
Yeah, I'm on scene now. It looks like a couple of glue sniffers. They've seen me. I'm heading south towards the canal. It's one IC1, one IC3 male, aged about 16. They're both wearing black trainers, one in grey jeans, one in blue jeans. I'm gonna need help because they're out of their heads.
On its way. 340 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
I want at least 2 blokes down there, one for each end of the park.
Yes, sir. Bishop's Road Park. No, can you assist?
I'm just leaving the station now.
Someone tried to pop at you?
Yeah, of course he did. Any chance for a whinge?
Yeah, well, that's his tactic, innit, eh? If a shark does go bent on you, he's covered himself.
Yeah, well, you'd have thought, wouldn't you, after Peters got stabbed, to give it a rest. Yeah. Brownlow got it right. It's the most sensible thing he's said in years. Go in mob-handed and screw him.
Paraphrasing somewhat, Dave?
I know that no Southern officer would allow this to happen again. Right? I mean, Marilyn can say what he likes. Brownlow's talking solidarity.
Yeah, up the workers.
Leave us alone. Look, calm down. I can't leave you here. I've got to take you to a place of safety. Oh, no.
Here we go. I've had enough of blokes like you for one day, haven't you, George?
Yeah, too right.
Come on.
George, can you give us a hand with this one?
Yeah.
What is it? Glue or your mum's nail varnish?
Oh, it didn't do much.
Makes no difference to me. It's your brain in the van.
Come on, mate. Oh. Oh. Come on, can you walk? I said, can you walk?
If we let him go and he falls over, the answer's no. Come on, sunshine, we haven't got all day.
LOB shout, really, isn't it?
Oh, gently with him.
Shell?
Oh, hold up, Dave, hold up. I think he's going to puke. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Come on.
He's not looking too clever here, Dave.
Well, you're looking after the van, aren't you?
Oi. You just been sniffing glue, yeah? Nothing else?
No.
You sure? No. Yeah, Dave, I reckon he's one for the divisional surgeon. Get a moving, will you? What's your name, mate?
Steve.
Right, your name's Steve. What's your mate's name?
Oh, yeah, of course, I took your map up to the Chief Super. Well, you know, on behalf of the Federation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, naturally, it is my duty to raise the issues of safety and injuries in general as a matter of principle. Even though I know, as a human being, his hands aren't tied. Oh, and also I asked him if he'd heard anything from the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board, and he said that at this present time, he was not in a position to comment.
Sierra Oscar receiving, Dave.
We've got the suspects and we're bringing them in. It might be an idea to call the doc. One of them's feeling a bit off colour.
Received, Dave.
Here, Sals, you all right?
Give me 5 minutes, will you?
Yeah. What, you fancy a breath of fresh air?
I'm going for Pony and Trap, actually, Reg.
Well, he seems okay.
Well, I don't know, do I?
What's he taking? I'm talking to you. What's he taking?
Now, Dave.
Oh, great.
I said we should have gone straight to the hospital.
No, you didn't.
Will you two stop arguing and go and get some help?
Come on, move it.
They were so overwhelming. I just had this desire to gather them in my arms and go away.
You mean you wanted to steal them?
Sarge, we've got a panic on.
Kathy, just one side, please.
Right.
I just want to put it behind me, sir.
Well, that's very sensible, of course. But these things take time. Don't rush things, Alec.
The doctor said I wasn't doing myself any good at home. As long as I don't exert myself, I might as well be here.
Well, it's your decision. I mean, stay on restricted duties as long as you like. What about taking some leave, maybe a holiday?
I'm not much of a beach person, sir. I dislike holidays.
Well, the job may not be everything, but you know more than anybody that it does look after its own.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I was up to it, sir.
And you don't know whether he'd taken anything else?
Ambulance is on the way, John.
Is he going to be...
We don't know what he's going to be until we get him to hospital. Now, it would help if you told us everything you know.
He might... I mean... I don't know. He might have taken something else.
Yeah?
A D-Reg ex-company car, 69,000 on the clock. I said, you traded in your Metro for that? And she says, yes, but this one's got electric windows.
Some people never learn, do they?
Hi, Alec.
Hiya.
You fully recovered?
Oh, never better, mate. No, thanks for your card.
Pleasure.
Oh, you got it, good. Believe it or not, that was the funniest one they had in the shop.
No, nurse, I said Pricky's boil.
Exactly.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. You been in to see the chief squad, eh?
You know the routine.
Oh, it'd be genuine enough. He's been rattling the sabre ever since. It's war out there as far as he's concerned.
Well, he was gutted, wasn't he? Well gutted, we all were. Not as badly as you, of course.
You gonna be going down the leather bottle at 5:30?
Yeah.
Great. See you now, Alec.
But I didn't know if I wanted it or not. I thought it would hurt my arm. He said he'd done it before. He said it was going to be all right.
You've been shooting up. What, heroin? Cocaine?
Heroin.
June, go and find someone in CID.
Sure.
Do you live with your parents at this address?
No, it's a school.
How old are you, Stephen?
16.
You got mum and dad?
Ambulance is here, Sarge.
And Mum, she's slung in.
The social worker's here to help you. We're all here to help you.
Now, you told the sergeant that you wanted to help us, right? You also told the sergeant that you bought the drugs off a man in the Dog and Gun pub. Was your friend Terry with you at the time?
What's going to happen to him?
Well, now that we know his name, and he's in hospital, he'll be looked after, same as you. We know his parents' address. They know, and between us, we're going to try and sort him out. What was the name of the man who sold you the drugs, Stephen?
You got a hanky?
Yeah. Yeah. Stephen?
I don't know. I can't remember.
And you've not seen him before?
Oh, yeah, I'd seen him, but I'd never talked to him. He's a mate of Terry's.
Not much of a mate, is he? You do remember his name, don't you, Stephen? You can remember. Stephen, you're in a lot of trouble. Listen, Terry's in hospital. It could very easily have been you.
Oh, look, I was well out of it, right? I was. We done a bit of stuff. Terry said he knew a bloke who could score some heroin. I had about £6 left over from my mum, and he said it'd be enough. He's a slim guy. He's got dark hair, and he smiles a lot.
But you don't know his name?
It could have been Bob or Robert.
All right.
Can you remember anything else about him, Stephen?
Well, he had a red baseball jacket, red, and light coloured trousers.
Good.
Oh, Terry said when we left that was his car. It's a green, it's like a sports car.
Do you remember the make?
No, I don't know.
Right.
Hold up, Tosh.
Hang about, Jim. I'll take a look inside.
Shall I get you something to read, a comic or something?
No.
Okay.
What's going to happen to Terry?
I'll try and find out and I'll come back and tell you.
Pint of best bitter, please, then. I'm sorry, Bob. I think I left my wallet in the car. I'll be straight back. Looks like it's Jim. Ready in for a check. I'll get back in there. Oh, by the way, can you lend us a fiver? Go on. You won't believe the prizes in there. I think they're saving up for some more sawdust. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Sierra Oscar from DC Carver.
Sierra Oscar receiving, Jim.
I've got a TVR index Foxtrot Papa Lima 437 Victor. Can you do me a PNC?
He's on the move.
DC Carver from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Yeah, receiving over.
Your TVR is registered to Rodney James Hathaway, flat 6171 London Road.
That'll do. Thanks, Sarge.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. Less of that, Steve.
Hello, Sonny.
Sir, just remember you're in a control room, OK?
Yeah, but you think bit of action going down, I'm stuck in here.
What do you want? Get out there and even up the score?
Oh, come on, Sarge, you know what this is about.
So?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
I don't think anyone's doing this for my benefit.
Sarge, you can't expect him not...
It isn't for anyone's benefit.
Sarge, that kid that June brought in, he's just dropped off the twig.
Someone at home, then? Yes, good. It's in the first floor flat, Gov. Seems pretty quiet, there's no visitors. But there's a bird and a dog in there with him. Say again? His girlfriend's got an Alsatian. Ah.
Yeah, I thought you might like a cup of tea.
Oh, cheers.
Do you want a biscuit? Look, Stephen, I've got some bad news for you.
Terry's dead.
Yeah. It was an overdose, I'm sorry.
You did your best. You know, I saw that in the van. You tried.
Yeah, well.
I didn't know him that well. He lived in the squat. He was all right, though. He was a good bloke.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
You been able to find my mum yet?
No, we're still trying.
So what's the old leather bottle then, sir? 5:30, yeah.
Amazing, isn't it, eh? Not that I'd say anything in front of him, but you'd think a knife in the guts, it's got to be brown bread, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd think so.
You know, I saw this bloke on the telly, conjurer, right? He got this sword, it was a real one. Well, you could see that. Well, he was naked from the waist up, you could see everything. And he plunged it very slowly, right into his guts. Straight in, it went right through, and you could see it emerge the other side. Straight up.
That's incredible, Reg.
Yeah. Obviously, you've got to know what you're doing, but, well, apparently it's like scar tissue. And after the first few times, you don't know it. It is amazing, isn't it, what the human body can take?
You ought to tell Alec Peters that. He's ever looking for a job.
Nah. Alec Peters is too old to be a conjurer.
Yes?
Rodney James Hathaway.
Yes?
CI Burnside, Sunhill CID. Maybe come in.
What for?
Look, could you put that dog away, please, sir? I've got a warrant here to search these premises for illegal drugs. Now, would you put the dog away, please, sir?
Drugs?
Would you mind opening that box, please, sir?
It's got cigarette papers in it. It's not a crime to smoke roll-ups, is it?
Now that one, please, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, come on, that's the oldest one in the book.
I couldn't wait to get back here. I couldn't wait. I thought I was lucky. I don't know why. I mean, I've been stabbed, and I thought, why me? I didn't deserve that.
Because you were there, Alec. Just bad luck.
You sit there in hospital, drugged up to the eyeballs, pissing into a bag, and you realise I'm a statistic. That's all any of us are.
Oh, come on.
You know, it occurred to me, when I do finally jack this job in after, what, 30-odd years, the only thing I'm going to come away with is this scar.
Alex, seriously, what else do you expect?
Well, a few happy memories, at least.
Well, you've got those, haven't you?
I did have, yeah, but right now, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll have them again, but right now, I don't seem worth that much. Do you mind if I have one of these?
You're joking, aren't you? Packed them in years ago.
I thought I'd start again, didn't I?
Look, Alec, it is only a job.
It's not, is it? It's much more than that. It's much more. I mean, you ask the lads at work here, they'll tell you it's their life. Do you know what? I feel like I'm an addict. I don't want it yet. I can't do without it. I'd give up tomorrow if I thought. What else can I do?
You don't want that, then?
Stupid idea.
You know how I've survived in this, Nick, don't you? I keep my head down, play cat and mouse with Brownlow, and think of the next lodge meeting when he starts getting at me. That and the wife and kids, of course.
Yeah, well...
You've got to think of a life outside this. Otherwise you really will go nuts. I lived the job myself once. Until the first wife got sick of it and packed me in. Well, I'm not making that mistake again. But I'll tell you something, mate. It's no different for anybody. I'm all for a long and happy retirement. I don't want to peg out within a year of getting my pension. Think about it.
Rodney, the drugs were found on your premises.
I don't think so.
You attempted to dispose of them when we arrived outside your flat. We're going to have the packages tested for fingerprints. We will be able to prove it.
I wouldn't keep anything like that at the flat. I was taught from a very early age to treat things like that with kid gloves.
We have witnesses prepared to testify that you sold them a quantity of illegal substances believed to be cocaine or heroin in the public house yesterday evening.
Really?
Yes, really, Mr. Hathaway.
I didn't go to the pub yesterday. Ask anyone.
Oh, we will.
Interview suspended. Now you get this straight, clever boy.
I'm allowed to make one phone call, right?
Wrong. Not till I say so.
And you do get to make one, I suggest you phone a solicitor. You're going to need one to get you anything less than 5 years.
I was thinking of phoning a barrister, actually. Ever heard of Ian Hathaway? He's my father.
Everything was done to the letter, right? The last detail. He gets him to open this to show him that. Muggins here ends up with a 163. Do you know why? The caretaker put in a complaint saying I trampled all over his flower beds.
I'm not I was going to love you.
I shouldn't worry about it. I heard him talking to the chief earlier about doling out commendations. He didn't mention your name.
Oh, great.
Well, you'd like that. What do you have?
Oh, pint, Sarge, time.
Is your governor coming over?
No, he's trying to make arrangements over Hathaway. I've left him to it.
We'll get a result, though.
Well, I don't know. One of the witnesses snuffed it in the hospital of an overdose. The other one's a juvenile. Now, that doesn't matter, but this bloke's got legal connections. And can we find a trace of a print on the drugs we recovered?
Post-mortem report. Maybe if what killed the boy can be matched to what you found?
Well, that's what we're trying to do. You've got to admit, it's looking iffier by the moment.
Yeah.
Sarge, what time did you say he was coming in?
Well, I don't know what you said to him, but he said about 5:30.
That's what I thought as well. I got him a pint in.
He'll be here.
Yeah, mind you, if he's going to be late, I might as well drink this one.
All right?
Not bad.